John Boyle, why don't you start us off?
Sounds good, Gabe. Yeah, welcome to Seattle. Just curious kind of what this offseason was like. There's reports you're going to get released and then you're getting traded to Seattle. Just what was that like? And then what are your thoughts on joining the Seahawks in this team?
You hear rumors going to every offseason, sometimes during the season. Don't know how much truth is behind it, but all I know is I'm excited to join the 12s and meet my other brothers.
Corbin?
Hey, Gabe, welcome to Seattle. You've been playing both guard spots during your career. You started off at left guard first 2 seasons, then right guard the last 5 seasons. Do you have a preference which side you play on? And is there anything that's a challenge trying to adapt from one side to the other?
You always have to, get used to whatever side you're on. It's a switch up, of course. Your body adjusts and learn ways of movement, but it's doable. And whatever the team want me to do, the coach want me to do, I'm for it.
Jen?
Gabe, you mentioned being excited to join this team, but what excites you most about being able to play in Seattle and with these guys?
Oh, man, the team, the players that I know in there, the coaching staff, the fan base, the 12s. I remember playing against them and how loud and stuff it gets there. They win, I want to be a part of an organization that's like that,
Thanks.
Joe Fan?
Hey, Gabe, have they given you any indication on where they might want you?
Not yet. We haven't talked in depth about it. I'm pretty sure it's going to come up eventually soon, but not yet.
And who have you spoken with since the trade went down?
Players wise, or
Players, coaches, front office, just who's kind of called you to
pretty much everybody on the offensive staff. I talked to Russ, I talked to Dwayne, D. Lou, some other offensive line guys as well.
What Russ have to say to you?
He was excited. I don't know if he was excited as me, but we both decided to, work together.
Awesome. Thanks, Gabe.
Curtis?
Yeah, Gabe, obviously Tom Cable spent a good chunk of time up here under Pete on this staff. Did you ask him anything about what to expect coming to Seattle and what the Seahawks experience is going to be like?
Yeah, well, actually he was, telling me how it was and about the coaches that's there and it's great people around.
Art?
Gabe, in the Tampa game last year, you were ejected for stomping on Ndamukong Suh. That's something that a majority of NFL players would probably like to do. So 2 questions. How did that come about and was it worth it?
Well, I can't say that's accurate, but
explain.
One of my teammates, Denzel Good, he's a great friend of mine, but he's one of my teammates. Even if he was a close friend or not, he's my teammate and my brother, a person I go to battle with every week. But mainly I was protecting him, trying to stop something that was starting. One of the defensive linemen was grabbing his leg, trying to twist it and hurt it. So I was just a little outraged because, it was something that was dirty, I'm all about playing hard and, playing physical between the whistle, but not nothing that can, danger someone's career. And plus he's a great guy. And I wouldn't like that nothing bad to happen to him.
Thanks.
Hey, Bob, you're up.
Yeah, Gabe. So I read a story on draft day in 2014. The Seahawks called you at the end of the 2nd round and said they weren't taking you and that they were going a different direction. Then you ended up going a little bit later to the Raiders. But I guess, do you remember that? Did you ever have like ill feelings initially toward the Seahawks at all? Or?
No. I know mistakes happen. And honestly, it could have been someone playing on my phone, you just never know. And I was just ready to get started with my career in the NFL and play. But I'm here now.
And what were your thoughts? Obviously there was a lot of emphasis on the offensive line with sort of the comments Russell Wilson made and things like that. When you heard you were going there, were you thinking like, man, I'm sort of the one of the guys that they're getting to kind of help protect Russell with all this, or?
Yeah, but also I know it's a great group of offensive line, and I watched him play, and I'm just excited to play with him because I know we can be great.
Jackie?
Hey, Gabe, welcome to Seattle. For those that are unfamiliar with your playing style, how would you describe your play on the field?
Physical, tough. I like to describe myself tough as nails because, no matter what happened, I'm gonna make sure I try to push through as much as possible. And I just want to win. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Masvidal?
Yeah. Hey, welcome, Gabe. Hey, I got an off the field question. You were the Raiders 2020 Ed Block Award recipient to help at-risk youth. I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about, why you're involved in that and what that means to you.
2019 camp against the Rams, I hurt my knee pretty bad, and I ended up coming back week 5, and managed to make it through the season. It wasn't the best, but I was able to make it happen, the training staff and stuff. But it's pretty much an award for just showing like courage and toughness, and I was glad that I got that respect out of my teammates, knowing that, I'm the guy that's going to push through no matter what, no matter circumstances. I'm going to try my best to be available on Sunday and be out there with them.
Thanks.
Michael Sean?
Hey, Gabe, was a contract dispute part of the reason things didn't go well towards the end there with Vegas?
I honestly, I don't know exactly. It was part of it, but I mean, I won't really go into depths of that. But I know it's a business, so it kind of worked on both ends.
Thanks.
Joe Fan?
Gabe, it's about to be year 8 for you, right?
Yes.
And you'll be 30 in July. I'm just kind of curious where you feel like you're at in your career. Is your first time having a fresh start in the NFL? Where you feel at in terms of your play? How important was it to you to play 16 games last year? And is there some sort of kind of revitalizing feeling when you have a fresh start and team goes out of their way to acquire you, and you get to play with a whole new set of teammates?
Well, for one, it was a great feeling for me, not being selfish, but just to finish out the full length of the season with no injuries. You have minor stuff here and there, little aches and bruises, but just to make it through my teammates for the whole year and play well, it felt great. And the new start, it almost feels like draft day, feel like I'm a rookie all over again, get to go somewhere, meet new people, and, just start over.
Brady?
Gabe, welcome to Seattle. I'm just curious, do you feel like the offensive line that you guys are kind of under the microscope this year with what Russell Wilson said about the pass protection? Do you feel like that puts any added pressure on you, or that you guys are under the microscope?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, as an offensive lineman or a player in general, I feel like you're always under the microscope. But the best thing you can do is just be yourself and work hard, take coaching, and just do your best. And if you do everything right, you train right, you practice right and all that, I mean, it'll pay off on Sunday. Just do the small things.
Gotcha. Are you at your home gym, or is that a gym?
This is my trainer gym in Starkville, Tom Campbell. So I was getting a little work in with him before the interview.
Gotcha. Thanks, Gabe.
From his automobile, Greg Bell?
Welcome, Gabe. Hello. Have they talked to you about restructuring or your contract future when they traded for you, or what it might look like down the road, possibly in Seattle?
I mean, it was a few changes to it. I actually got a little bit longer deal than I had in Vegas, but it's not too much different from it, just a little extension.
And have they talked to you about when you might be back in the facilities, or whether this offseason is going to look like a normal one or like last year?
We don't know yet. They still voting and having discussions about it, about when we actually start, if it's virtually or in the building. So all that is still up in the air right now.
And last one, Bob Condota. Bob, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry about that. How well do you know KJ Wright? You played with KJ for a couple years there at Mississippi State, right? You got to know him? Have you talked to him about this process, hoping he stays in Seattle at all? Or
Well, I mean, I don't know that aspect of it, but I told him I was excited to play with him. I don't know the situation exactly, if he coming back or not. But we go way back from Mississippi State, going at it together in practice and stuff.
All right, anything else? All right, thanks everyone. Gabe, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Gabe.
All right, thank you all.
We've really missed all you guys.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. Fresh faces. Glad Joe Fan was able to eat lunch.
You lie.
Multitasking.